Hello everyone, I'm William the Storyteller, and I'm here to guide you into a peaceful rest tonight. Before we begin, take a moment to like this video and subscribe to the channel. It really helps. Also, let me know in the comments where you're watching from and what time it is for you right now. The rain had started before dusk, and by the time Emma reached the old road that led through the woods to her cousin's house, the sky was the color of bruised flesh. Her phone had no signal, her GPS had failed 10 minutes earlier, and her headlights barely cut through the wall of rain. But she wasn't afraid. Not yet. The woods around her were ancient and deep, the kind where trees didn't just grow, they watched. She had taken this road before. At least she thought she had. It was hard to tell when every branch seemed to grow back into the same tangled shapes, like nature refusing to let you out. The first time she saw the girl was just after a bend near the dried-up creek. The girl stood motionless by the side of the road, barefoot in the mud, her dress pale and soaked, hair plastered to her face. Emma slowed down, rolled her window an inch. "Do you need help?" she asked. The girl didn't respond. She didn't move. Her eyes, what Emma could see of them, were too still. Emma drove on, unsettled but telling herself the girl would be fine, probably playing some dare or prank. Still, her hands were tighter on the wheel. A few minutes later, the girl was there again. Same place, same pose. No footsteps in the mud. No sound. Emma didn't stop this time. She drove faster. The road narrowed, became more winding, trees crowding closer. She passed the girl a third time. This time the girl was on the opposite side of the road. Her head tilted slightly as if curious. Emma whispered no, no, no to herself. She knew this wasn't normal. She should have turned around. She tried. But the road behind her was gone. Not vanished, just different. The trees had shifted. The bends were sharper, like the forest had changed its mind about where the path should go. Panic bloomed inside her like ink in water. She drove until her fuel light came on, and then she saw the house. It was sudden, like the woods had parted just enough to show her a way out. White, peeling paint, a porch that slouched like it was tired of standing. No lights, but something about it whispered relief. She knocked on the door. No answer. She knocked again. It opened by itself. Inside, the air was thick, warm, and smelled of iron and wet leaves. The walls were lined with old portraits, faces turned just enough to make her feel watched. Every floorboard moaned under her steps. She called out, "Hello?" and her voice sounded wrong in the silence. Too loud. She found the fireplace still warm, a chair pulled close, and an empty teacup beside it. Recently used. Someone lived here, or had just moments ago. She backed away and saw the girl again. Inside the house. No sound, no movement, just there. Standing at the end of the hallway. This time, the girl's mouth was open like she was screaming, but there was no sound. Emma ran. She bolted up the stairs, found a room, and locked the door behind her. She thought she could hear whispering, faint, like breath over the skin of her ears. She pressed her back to the wall, tried to slow her breathing, tried to wake up because this had to be a dream. The whispering didn't stop. She realized it wasn't in her head. It was coming from the walls. From inside them. Soft voices saying things she couldn't understand, but they felt close, too close. The lights flickered once and died. Then came the scratching. Not from outside the room, from inside. Under the bed. Inside the closet. Inside the mattress. Emma didn't move. Her phone lit up for a split second. A notification. A photo. It was a picture of her sleeping. But she hadn't taken it. And it was this room. This exact room. She dropped the phone. When it hit the floor, the photo changed. Same angle. But now the girl was behind her. Emma turned, heart in her throat. Nothing there. But the air had changed. Something was in the room. She backed toward the window, opened it, and stared into the rain. Down below, more girls. All identical. All barefoot. All staring up at her. No expression. Just hunger. The moment she tried to climb out, something grabbed her from behind. Cold fingers, too long, wrapping around her wrist. She screamed, but it was swallowed by the storm. When she woke, it was morning. The sun pale but there. The room clean. Silent. The house felt abandoned, old again. No sign of the girl. No photos. Just stillness. She fled the house, ran until she found the road again. Her car was there. Covered in leaves, wet but whole. It started. She didn't look back. Emma told no one. Weeks passed. Months. Life returned to normal. Until she got another photo. No message. Just an image. Her sleeping. Only this time she wasn't alone. There was a figure crouched near her bed. A girl with wet hair and empty eyes. Emma moved to a new city. changed her number, but the photos kept coming. Always at night, always when she was sleeping. She stopped sleeping. The girl came anyway. One night, Emma's neighbors heard a crash, called the police. They found her bed empty, phone on the pillow. The last photo on it showed Emma standing in the hallway of the old house, but her eyes were wrong. Her mouth was open, just like the girl's had been. And now they say if you drive that road through the woods, you might see her, standing still, watching, waiting for someone to stop.